My name is Suanna Wong. I'm a physical therapist. I am a clinic director of a physical therapy clinic, but also work with a lot of patients. Do I specialize in anything? I specialize in working with patients with any orthopedic problems. So backs, shoulder, ankles, knees, anything post-surgical. Yeah, anything to help somebody who has been injured. No. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but not typically. Our population here is mainly people who get injured at work, or people who have been in a car accident, or we get some high school students, not necessarily dancers, but volleyball players, basketball, football players, runners. Treatments for a healthier back include making sure that your legs are flexible and strong, and making sure your core is really flexible and strong. Mainly making sure you're keeping your spine, and when we say spine, we basically mean from your neck all the way down to your tailbone, kind of in one line. You don't want to do a lot of rotation, and you don't want to do a lot of bending forward or bending back. And I know as dancers, that is typically positions that you would typically go to, and so that's why you need to have a good core strength, because if you have the strength to do it, your body will be fine, but if you don't, there's a tendency to get injured. Rehabilitation would include a lot of education, making sure you're not doing things that are re-aggravating your back, getting you into positions that are not aggravating your back, looking at your posture and changing that if we need to, and then just a lot of core strengthening. For the young ones, make sure that you are in good posture when you're sitting in the class, when you're standing. You don't want to do a lot of slouching. You want to make sure that you are flexible in your legs, strong in your legs, and just be overall fit. Statistics have shown the more fit you are, the less likely you're going to hurt your back. And then if you are doing something that you feel is hurting yourself, just stop. Because I think a lot of people will keep going and they don't realize that they're hurting themselves.
Okay, my name is Erin Cohote, and I'm a dancer and physical therapy aide. I also am a waitress right now, and I am going to school. I'm doing a post-baccalaureate pre-health program to get the prerequisites I need to go to physical therapy school. And I consider myself a freelance modern dancer. I used to be a lot more strict about what I ate. Now I just try to eat healthy. I have a lot of food allergies, so that kind of helps me to avoid like dairy and gluten and things like that, which I think are good to avoid. Just try and have like nutrient-rich foods, things that don't really inflame you. That's kind of my focus right now. I used to be like only protein. When I was much younger and I was trying to be a ballet dancer, I ate just like a bunch of protein and like wouldn't touch any sort of like bread products. But I don't think that was like the healthiest for me. So now I'm a little bit more balanced. I have a little bit like a minor scoliosis, and so I don't know if it necessarily was aggravated by dance, or I'm sure it was something that was genetic and developed. I think probably dance helped it, helped to have like a strong core. But sometimes because of that, like a certain side of my back might hurt, or it affects my hips, so then my hips will hurt. And I think I've just I've done a lot of Pilates and different bodywork classes, like Alexander technique and things like that. And I think just becoming more aware of what my body was doing and trying to just make minor adjustments of like how I was doing things, how I was dancing, how I was standing, and doing some like self-medication. Like I roll out my body all the time at home and do stretches and just kind of like try and I do a lot for my back. I've never had like a serious back injury though. It's just kind of like a thing I deal with all the time because of my scoliosis. Yeah. I think, like I was saying, it's important to like have kind of a daily routine where you take care of yourself and you like check in with your body. Oh, this feels tight or this feels weird, and you kind of like do your own therapy and like work with yourself. And obviously for your back, your core is really important, so it's important to really work on the strength of your core to support your back. And warming up too, because a lot of dancers, you know, we want to do like crazy stuff with our backs, like kick or like do back bends or whatever, and like a lot of dancers just don't warm up enough beforehand before they go do like that crazy stuff, or if they're in rehearsal, all of a sudden they go out and do that. So I think it's important to focus on warming up or staying warm during a long rehearsal.